The other 3 videos in our 4-part series on how to encourage students to motivate themselves discuss autonomy, which is helping students feel like they have a choice in what they do and how they do it, competence, or creating a situation where learners feel they are capable of doing what they are being asked to do, and relevance, which is when students feel that what they are learning relates to their present lives or future hopes. This video will focus on another element that researchers suggest supports intrinsic motivation, relatedness. In other words, doing an activity that helps students feel more connected to others and helps them feel cared about by people whom they respect. So we're talking about 2 parts of this equation. 1, creating learning situations where students get to like and respect each other and have opportunities to work with one another. 2, creating a positive relationship between teachers and students. Here are some ways to help create both of these conditions. In addition to students getting to know each other, researchers have found many other benefits to small group learning, including the fact that it can promote transfer of knowledge, applying what is learned to new contexts, because often people have to accomplish tasks with others in the workplace. Project-based and problem-based learning are 2 common classroom activities done in small groups that challenge students to collaboratively find answers to real-world problems. A simple strategy like pair share is another learning activity that promotes student cooperation. There are different variations of this simple and quick instructional strategy. One can include students first thinking and writing about a question or problem, sharing with a partner, and then using this discussion to modify their initial response. In our own classes, we often let students choose their own group partners. However, we also share research with them about how the most creative work can come out of diverse partnerships. So we try to encourage students to mix it up with who they work with. We also work hard at creating a positive and supportive learning environment. We like to call it a community of learners, not just a classroom of students. And so we often invite students at the end of class to even offer specific praise for their classmates. A beginning of the year activity where students give 2-minute presentations to the class about things that are important to them can also help build a sense of community. Mountains of research highlight the importance of a positive student-teacher relationship. In fact, education researcher Robert Marzano concludes that if the relationship between the teacher and the students is good, then everything else that occurs in the classroom seems to be enhanced. Here are some ways to strengthen that relationship. Learn the hopes, dreams, and interests of your students. Not only is that likely to make them feel like you care about them, it can also give you ideas on how you can connect lessons to their lives. Say every student's name and pronounce it correctly, at least once during each class period. This lets them know you see them as individuals. You can do this by greeting students at the door. When you mess up, apologize. Not only is it good modeling behavior, but it also shows that we have a collaborative and respectful relationship with our students. Everybody has bad days. When students make bad choices, just start fresh the next day. I mean, most of the time, our students aren't treating teachers badly, they're just having a bad day. Be flexible. Is it really worth publicly shaming a student who doesn't have a pencil? Or can you just keep some small golf pencils around for students to use? The root word of relationship comes from the Anglo-French relation, which means the act of telling. Creating a classroom environment where we are actively telling each other with words and actions that we care can go a long way towards building intrinsic motivation to learn.